from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors and the UNLV Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Well, guys, Coach knows this is going to be a hostile environment. He understands that the quarterback of his defense, his safety, could be having up and down game here today. He's playing against his former team, transferred out, and that never causes great feelings. But he is confident that he is able to lock in and do the job that he was sent here for today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. So the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors offense will be first on the attack. Redemption might be on their mind as they took a whipping the last time these two squared off.
They sure did, Reese, and their best players made a lot of mistakes the last time out, especially on offense. David, it's really important in this one. The stars have to play like stars. They got to stat it up, and they got to start fast.
And they got to remember what happened. They got to remember the celebration, the on-field antics, the social media, all of it that came with it. The embarrassment of last time. So, yes, your big players, they got to play big, especially in these rivalry games.
Dropping back, it's Beal. He uncorks one deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Makes the grab. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors with the 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Going downfield for the big play. Complete in the middle. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Rainbow Warriors are moving quickly down the field. Off-play action on first down. Caught. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Rainbow Warriors with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's got the tight end. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
The Rebels offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes the man that makes this offense go. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only 1 touchdown pass. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Bradley. Still looking to his right. He'll try to do it himself. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. 2nd and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Lions. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Handoff again. Here's a little room there. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. The Rebels have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Second and goal for this offense. Keeps it himself. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Vegas. Great job by the back on the option.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Finds a crease. It's Rice. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll run him again. Pulled to the ground.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Looking downfield, it's Beal. Wide open downfield. At the 35, he's loose. Running room in the middle. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hawaii. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Rebels offense is back on the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Keep it on the ground. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The give is to Williams. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Here comes the heat. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Bradley. Rush right in his face. Intercepted.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
First play of this drive. Zings it complete to the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Straight ahead, it's Rice. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Long way to go on 2nd down. They give it back to him. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Trying to get the corner. Quick toss. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. On play action. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. The give is to Williams. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Back to pass, it's Bradley. Escapes the pressure going right. Turns it upfield. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. The give on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Out wide right, it's Lions. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Reels it in. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. The Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll throw it from the red zone. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. To the air, it's Bradley. Oh, pressure's coming. Going to try to get it himself. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
I really like how the quarterback was just able to turn the page that time, right? On first down, he got sacked. Now it's 2nd, and it's long, and it's an obvious passing situation. A lot of guys would be worried they're going to get sacked again. Clock's going off.
Touchdown, Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? On the ground with the counter. Makes a man miss. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We start with the Texas State Bobcats taking on the San Diego State Aztecs.
On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown UNLV.
Can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for his players.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rainbow Warriors offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Looking downfield, it's Beal. Working that left side now. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Pulls it. It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Quarterback empties his backfield. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Wants to throw one first. Fires to the wideout.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Rebels line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Defense all over him.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Back to pass, it's Beal. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to pass. They're all over him. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Rainbow Warriors decide to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Not a lot of room to field this one. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. He's changing the play. Sets his feet. It's Bradley. Look out! And it's a sack. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. It's inside. It's Rice. Oh, he's got some space. Pass to 50. The 30. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He wants to throw it. Lets it fly. Finds a man in the middle. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Bradley. Turns it upfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots. And that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now. And he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Leaves it with the back. Gain of 9 on that one. Third down and short. He needs a yard. Ball at the 31. Third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Trying to squeak through the pile. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the gun, the ground game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The lost yardage leaves them with second and 11. Looking downfield, it's Bradley. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Looking for the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. He'll take a shot. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Drops back on first down. They're working that left side. There he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Fresh set of downs going up top. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Second down to the air. Rushes on. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
What a grab along the right sideline for the huge play. The Rainbow Warriors are flying down the field. Sells the run, looking to pass. Under pressure. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Second and long here. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Sells to fake. It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. Dropping back, it's Beal. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Needs it here on fourth down. Here comes the heat. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. And the Rainbow Warriors moving quickly to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Hawaii. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Got out of trouble and throws. Right side, it's Lyons. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Rainbow Warriors call timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. From the gun. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. Hawaii calls it 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw, it's Bradley. Out wide right, it's Jacobson. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Final timeout taken by Hawaii. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They'll try the right side. Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for the edge. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Ready, go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. The give. And he's in. Touchdown, Rebels. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tells the run, wants to pass. Finds the tight end.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Sets his feet. It's Beal. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Long way to go on second down. From the gun. Snags it. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. Ball's at the 26. It's third and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal.
Defense.
And that one is going to stick with this defense for a while. A penalty that moves the chains, and now that clock is going to run out. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Unloads it left. Has it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Quick handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. At the 35, he's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. To the air, it's Bradley. Makes the grab on the left. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. The Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.